southern and eastern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News at 5:30.
Good evening, I'm Steve Hensley. A major economic development announcement hinted at for months is official tonight. An aluminum product supplier from Canada will locate its first U.S. facility near Hazard. Dashcore Aluminum says it plans to invest nearly $20 million and create up to 265 jobs. You're looking at their facility, or we're looking at their facility in Canada. This is a picture of the industrial park near Hazard. They will take over the former American Woodmark facility in Perry County's Coalfields Industrial Park. Operations are expected to begin by the end of this year, and recruiting and hiring will begin immediately. We hope to have a live report from our Justin Case at the industrial park with reaction coming up tonight at 6. Memorial Day weekend is 2 weeks away, and for some it marks the beginning of the busy summer boating season. Some fear this summer would not be a very good one on Lake Cumberland after flooding caused the lake to swell to levels never before seen. WYMT's Phil Pendleton shows us what the lake looks like now and why some believe what happened over the winter will make the water look even better this summer.
It has been all hands on deck for quite a while on Lake Cumberland marinas.
The lake is probably looking as good as I have seen it ever. I mean, as far as the trash, debris, I guess all the elevation put it up.
Waitsboro Landing on March the 7th was covered in trash. Burnside Marina had to both clean up and repair docks.
Yeah, we're 75%, I guess, back to where we need to be. You know, a lot of our stuff up on land we haven't had time to fool with like we need to because we're getting our rental fleet ready to go.
Lake Cumberland reached a historic level in February of this year, 756 feet above sea level, marked by this yellow paint here way up in the parking lot. And since then, the lake has gone down 33 feet all the way down there. And they say now it's finally at normal summer pool level. Some fear the lake swelling would be bad news for summer boaters with debris and dirty water. But some say the opposite has actually happened.
It's nature's way of just clearing everything out and cleaning everything up. You know, sometimes you just need to let Mother Nature do its thing and realize she knows what she's doing.
Many of the rental boats are booked for Memorial Day weekend, and the typical summer push is expected, hoping the same year that saw historic high levels results in record profits for those whose livelihood depends on the lake. In Pulaski County, Phil Pendleton, WYMT Mountain News.
Marinas on the lake are staffed 365 days a year, with their busiest times from Memorial Day to Labor Day weekends.
And if you're thinking about getting outdoors this weekend, well, it's not looking like the best. Really going to start to see those clouds increase as we head through the overnight hours. You'll notice that as we take a look at the mountain park, we're seeing a few clouds over there. The sun is still shining, and as we look over into the National Weather Service camera in Jackson, you're seeing those clouds start to increasing a little bit over there as well. Temperatures near 76 degrees. Dew points in the lower 60s, probably making it feel a little muggy and sticky outside. But you'll notice that cooler air is on the way. You'll see those lower 60s out into Lexington and Louisville. Most of us are into those mid to upper 70s right now. We'll cool down as we head into those overnight hours, and we'll also see those clouds start to increase. We've seen a few rain chances really over the past couple of hours or so, but they've just been very scattered. But those really increase as we head into your weekend. We also see those temperatures decrease a little bit into the upper 60s to lower 70s as that front swings through a little bit later tonight. You see those temperatures continue to be a little bit cooler into the new work week. Those mid 70s return by Wednesday. Also, that cooler air and those rain chances will keep us pretty cool over the weekend. I'll have those details coming up in just a few short minutes. Steve.
All right, Paige, thank you. Attorney General Andy Beshear announced today that an indictment in a sexual assault case led his office to indict a Jefferson County man for a second time. It's in connection to a cold case, an alleged 2000 sexual assault. Matthew Rand is in Frankfort with more.
Attorney General Andy Beshear's office had already indicted 46-year-old Jason Todd Langston of Louisville in August of last year for an alleged sexual assault from 2005 in McCracken County. Beshear announcing today that further investigation led his office's cold case unit to a second victim and another indictment against the same man for a 2000 alleged sexual assault. This morning, a McCracken County grand jury indicted Langston on 4 counts, including first-degree rape, first-degree sodomy, kidnapping, and second-degree persistent felon. Both indictments were the result of working through Kentucky's backlog of untested sexual assault forensic evidence, or SAFE kits, and today's charges mark the 9th indictment linked to the SAFE kit backlog.
This 9th indictment shows you how critical working on this backlog is, and that we can expect more and more indictments as we move forward. The more investigations we have, the more it will lead us to serial rapists that may still be on our streets. So today is a very good day. But let me tell you, I expect many more good days in front of us.
Langston is being held in the McCracken County Detention Center on a $70,000 bond. Reporting in Frankfort, Matthew Rand.
The Attorney General announced today that his office has completed the first round of testing for every single one of Kentucky's more than 5,000 backlogged SAFE kits. As we head into the weekend, police still need your help finding a man wanted for murder in Mingo County, West Virginia. Investigators say 19-year-old Khalil Woods killed Roger Markham and tried to kill Randall Bowen just across the border from Belfry in Pike County. Earlier this week, we talked to Markham's sister who lives in Pike County. She told us he leaves behind 2 teenage daughters. The sheriff says Woods also goes by the nickname Fresh. He should be considered dangerous. The Knox County Health Department held its annual Health and Wellness Fair today. Staff say the annual Health and Wellness Fair has a different theme each year, and this year it was immunization. One of the major topics was HPV vaccinations. A representative from the American Cancer Society said around 81% of cancers in teens can be prevented with the vaccination, and there are 80 million Americans who have HPV, and many are not even aware they have the virus.
We have in Kentucky the most people who are diagnosed with HPV-related cancers, which are 6 different types of cancer. So that's more than the whole country.
The health fair was held at the Knox County Health Department today from 10 a.m. until 2 this afternoon. If you're heading down south to Dollywood this weekend, there's probably going to be a big crowd. Today, park officials celebrated the grand opening of its latest expansion, Wildwood Grove. It's actually the biggest expansion in park history, and as you see there, Dolly herself was there. The new section of the park was inspired by Parton's childhood in East Tennessee. There will be 11 new attractions, including a couple of roller coasters. Students in Johnson County created a way that you can take a tour of the city of Paintsville, all from your smartphone. WYMT's Lauren McCord explains.
Have you ever walked by an old building and wondered about the history behind it?
There's a lot of history in Paintsville that people don't really know about.
Well, so did the students at Paintsville and Johnson Central High School.
I had no idea that there's like this much rich history in like a really little town.
That's why they teamed up to help create a virtual tour around downtown Paintsville.
Both high schools decided they would want to work together because they share the community of Paintsville.
They got the idea from the Johnson County Public Library.
The Johnson County Public Library had a historical walking tour that they'd worked a long time with local residents and historians.
But since there's only just a few historical tours in the summer, the students wanted to create a way where people could enjoy the tours all year round.
There'll be a sign up at each historical site, and it'll have a QR code.
QR codes will be set up in 60 different spots.
Of course, the Mayo Mansion and the Mayo Church that John C.C. Mayo built.
The students created 2 or 3 minute videos explaining the history behind the site.
Some interesting facts that you wouldn't necessarily know if you didn't know the history.
Hoping to give others a better look at the place they call home. In Johnson County, Lauren McCourt, WYMT Mountain News.
Neat project. Auction says she hopes to have all the QR codes on the different sites by September. Coming up on Mountain News at 5:30, a multi-billion-dollar relief bill passes the House. Now Puerto Rico is at the center of the funding debate.
And another system looks to move into the mountains this weekend, but sunshine returns by that new work week. And does that continue into the rest of that work week? I'll have that full forecast coming up in just a few short minutes.